Hello everyone. This week's rental is the Land Rover Defender mid-size SUV sitting on Pirelli tires wrapped in 19-inch rims. All-wheel drive, distinct Land Rover styling. Powered by a turbocharged inline 4 2.0 liter. Amazing that a car this big is powered by a 4-cylinder engine. Yes, turbocharged, but still. So the Land Rover Defender is, don't get it mistaken with the Range Rover series, which is the luxury SUV brand. This one is part luxury and part utilitarian. This is a full-size spare mounted in the back. Trunk space is pretty decent, a little bit on the small side, but the back seats fold down to provide more space. Over in the back seat area, so this is very high up, so something that's very similar is the Jeep Wrangler, and this is higher than the Jeep Wrangler. In the back you have decent snug fit, could easily fit 3 adults back here. I like how there's no center area, so anybody sitting in the middle has plenty of space. So nice headroom. Knee space is about half a fist. Middle, you have your air vents and 2 USB-C ports. This is all wrapped in leather. Center console folds down. Decent amount of room back here. Let's hop in the front. So we hop in the front. Start her up. So this vehicle has 9,632 miles for some of those who want to know. So this is the Land Rover's luxury, semi-luxury, half luxury, half utilitarian. It's kind of weird. It's a mix of, like, you get a feel that it's a mix of like European luxury fairings with them paired mixed with American styling, but it is distinctively British. So the parent company is Jaguar, which owns both the Land Rover brand and also the Range Rover luxury brand. So cockpit wise, starting from the top, you have your instrument panel, which is all digital. Then over here you have along the steering column, you have your blinker and lighting controls, windshield wipers. On the steering wheel, you have your Bluetooth on the left and cruise controls on the right. Over on this side, right here, that's to adjust their steering. It's motorized. On the left-hand side, you have this cavernous little storage space area. This vehicle is filled with just various like storage space, which is kind of cool. On the left-hand side, you have your power windows and door locks. More cavernous storage on here. Cavernous storage over here too. Everything's wrapped in soft leather with the utilitarian plastic. So center console, you have a large screen. I really like this because you have this extra large screen. You have your Android Auto and your maps right here, and then you also have like your other controls, so it doesn't you can control your maps, and it doesn't you don't have to maximize the window. You still have your app control right here too. Moving on down, you have your gear shifter right here. You have your control knobs and different for your climate controls, your volume, music volume. More cavernous storage space. Over underneath, you have some more storage areas. 2 cup holders, storage area for wireless charging of your phone. Small little center console storage area. Right here you have more cavernous area and a standard size glove compartment. Meridian powers the audio system. Overall, I like the comfort and the feel. You have a very it sits really high up. You have a commanding view over the hood, and it's very visible. The only thing is the rear view mirror is super, probably the car is wide, and it's hard to see. You have very limited viewing angles right here, and then also in the back you have some major blind spots as well. But if you have the sunroof open, it kind of opens it up a little bit. But other than that, you would heavily rely on the 360 cameras. I use this a lot, especially for parking and whatnot. This is really hard to maneuver in tight spaces. This is meant to be an all-terrain vehicle, which does well on the open road and on the off-roads. Makes it super comfortable, but tight spaces, not so much. So let's take one last look at Stonehenge 2, and let's take this Land Rover Defender on the road and see how it performs. Alright, so what are my impressions of the Land Rover Defender? It is definitely a go anywhere vehicle. It will get you to your spot in a very comfortable fashion. It has off-road chops like a Jeep Wrangler, but will get you there in luxurious, comfortable style. This SUV has plenty of power. It comes in different engine variants, ranging from base low 300 horsepower up to like 600 horsepower. It has ungodly power depending on what trim you have, but for the most part, it's enough to power you wherever you want to go. The suspension is very, not very, but it's soft. It absorbs road bumps quite nicely, paired with the soft leather seats. It's a very comfortable ride. Braking is responsive as well as steering, or at least as well as an SUV that's this high up. It's very responsive. Overall, on the open road, it's a very relaxing driving experience. On the off-road, I hadn't had a chance to test it too much, but on gravel and bumpy roads, it eats up. You can barely feel it. It eats up those bumps, absorbs it pretty well. What I really like about it is that it's very cabin noise is very minimum in this vehicle. It's compared to like its competitors, like a Jeep Wrangler. It's kind of loud, but then again, those Jeeps have removable doors and tops and things like that, so the insulation is not there. So that's why this Defender is part luxury vehicle. Is the quiet cabin noise, very spacious, at least in the front area. It's like it acts like a mini rolling office. So some of the downsides of this vehicle is definitely gonna have to be the gas mileage. It's about a 16 to 18 gallon tank. Since it's turbocharged, it does take premium gasoline, and on top of that, the gas mileage is about 19, maybe 20 miles to the gallon. But you sacrifice the gas mileage for the power of the vehicle, which is needed especially for off-road purposes as well. Another downside of the vehicle is it's very hard to maneuver in tight spaces, so it's not really meant for city driving. When I picked it up from the airport, it was in the city, and it took some getting used to. Like I said earlier, you're probably going to have to use that 360 monitor, at least when you're trying to park and things like that. But you have to be really, really careful driving in this city. It is a wide car, and it feels like you're driving a truck more than some SUVs where it feels like you're driving a sedan. So it doesn't have that type of maneuverability, but its home is out in the open road or on the gravel and dirt roads. That's where this vehicle really, really shines. On my second leg of this 400-mile trip, and man, it's a joy. Just driving it just eats up all these miles like nothing, and it's like I'm riding on a couch. Yeah, it's that comfortable. So as a travel vehicle. I definitely am spoiled by this Land Rover Defender. I don't think I could go back to on long road trips to drive anything else, or at least drive something in this class of vehicles, because it's that darn good. So I give this Land Rover Defender a rental car rating of A. Could have been an A+, but the gas mileage and premium gas is going to be a deal breaker for most. Alright guys, tell me what you think about the Range Rover. Ask me any questions in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you